take your seats. Good morning and welcome to the 2017 graduation ceremony. Seniors, you have made your mark on JF. Academically, 30% of the seniors class earned a 3.75 GPA or higher. The class of 2017 has taken 586 AP exams over the past 4 years and completed 255 dual enrollment classes this year. Additionally, at last count, the class of 2017 has received over $3.5 million in scholarship money. This class has also raised the bar for school spirit, respect, and consideration for others. Under your leadership, we held the first outdoor pep rally where you not only convinced Miss Woodson to read Beyonce lyrics, but you orchestrated a surprise flash mob dance that was fantastic. Your end-of-the-year events were spirited and well-planned to not cause damage or extra work for our custodians. I especially love the signs posted in the comments. Senior pranks, please remember the custodians. The class has left a legacy of respect and kindness for others to follow. The class of 2017 is academically gifted, enthusiastic, respectful, and well prepared to take on the future. Seniors, the diploma that I give you today will be a first step in a long journey of accomplishments. I would like you to remember 3 things on this journey. Continue to be kind. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Work hard. Success is a combination of hard work and persistence. Be honest and take responsibility. Although you will probably never again have to write the Cavalier Code, remember its meaning and live a life of integrity. It is my strongest wish that you continue to be kind, work hard, maintain your honesty, and achieve lasting success. I can't wait to see what wonderful things you accomplish on your journey. It has been a pleasure to work with you over the past 4 years. At this time, I would like to invite Scott Derrickson to come to the podium to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Would everyone now please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Friends, family, faculty, administrators, and graduates, on behalf of the class of 2017, I would like to welcome you to Jefferson Forest High School's 44th graduation exercises. At this time, I would like to ask the seniors who have chosen to serve in our country's military to please stand. Thank you.
It is now my privilege to introduce the graduation student participants for the class of 2017. Yeah! Scott Derrickson, Liberty University. Anna Drumheller, University of Virginia. Elizabeth Hunter, James Madison University. Me, Abby Hayes, Liberty University. Brandy Mitchell, Texas State University. Mason Howard, University of South Carolina. Audrey Webb, University of Alabama. Noah Rumpfer, University of Virginia. Austin Staten, University of South Carolina. Caroline Mays, James Madison University. And Carter Jenkins, Elon University.
Walk with the dreamers, the believers, the courageous, the cheerful, the planners, the doers, the successful people with their heads in the clouds and their feet on the ground. Let their spirit ignite a fire within you to leave this world better than when you found it. Wilford Peterson. I am standing here, a member of the 2017 graduating class of Jefferson Forest High School, with 324 of my classmates and friends. 324 teenagers, so vastly different, yet sharing the same burdens of adolescence, the same burdens of humanity. I stand before intellectuals, leaders, earth shakers, philosophers, dancers, artists, teachers, poets, romantics, actors, writers, engineers, and inventors. I stand here amazed at the passing of time, at the people whose lives I have brushed up against that will leave this room and go on to do all manner of things. The dreams trembling in this building right now, you would not believe. The desires and fears and hopes and aspirations of this graduating class are as lofty and incredible and ridiculous as any group of young people preparing to enter the world. My hope for every one of you is that you live a life that is all that you imagine it will be right now, at 17, 18, 19 years old. That one day when you look back, you will not have forgotten the classmates who watched you grow, in all of its awkwardness and joy. That you will not have forgotten when you walked with the dreamers, when you loved and cried and learned with the best friends you've ever had. When Friday nights were what you lived for and Lynchburg, Virginia was your home. When your entire life was ahead of you and every one of us had dreams that the world would laugh at. I hope you never forget all that you are feeling in this moment right now. So eager to get started, so terrified to begin. These days in high school have been so good and so fun, and they will be missed. But there are 1,000 better days ahead of us. Life is many things: short, beautiful, hard, unexpected, uncertain. Be kind, be bold, be smart, be passionate, be brave, be happy. And as Wilford Peterson said, leave the world better than when you found it. Thank you.
There's an expression that says, all I really needed to know I learned in kindergarten. I personally think that we actually learned everything we need to know from Disney. Lilo and Stitch taught me that Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Troy Bolton told me once a wildcat, or a cavalier, always a wildcat. Hercules taught me that a true hero isn't measured by the size of his strength, but by the size of his heart. Princess Tiana said that the only way to get what you want in the world is through hard work, and Mary Poppins taught me in every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. So focus on the happiest things in life, the things that you love to do, because Peter Pan taught us that it's the same as having wings. Lumiere said, you don't have time to be timid. You must be bold and daring. Our time as high schoolers has come to an end, so as the class of 2017 leaves to chase our dreams, remember Dory told us to just keep swimming, and Rapunzel said, venture outside your comfort zone. The rewards are worth it. So let it go, as Elsa said, and have no worries, Hakuna Matata. This group is going to do great things. You only have to be brave enough to see it. Walt Disney himself said, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. If you can dream it, you can do it. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. So live your dreams every day. The genie says, today's special moments are tomorrow's memories, so let's make some good ones. Congratulations, y'all. We've accomplished one dream. Now it's time to find a new one.
get more nervous to speak in front of my friends than I do when I'm speaking in front of strangers. But after receiving my senior shirt, I realized most of you are strangers, so this should be okay. When the class of 2017 was in the 6th grade, the teachers were already talking. Everyone was impressed with the students of good character and ambitious work ethics. Granted, it may be because we directly followed the class of 2018, but I like to think it was unrelated. Even from the beginning, they knew the class of 2017 was a class of higher standards than the rest. 4 years ago, JF was the perfect environment for a class like us. Since then, we've been consistent in living up to the expectations we set for ourselves so long ago. We have always assumed if you give us an opportunity to achieve, we will not only achieve, we will excel. In this year alone, JF has been recognized at state and national levels in a ton of different fields. The boys' swim team took states. Yeah. Cavalier theater was state runner-up, and Cavalier bass fishing, which admittedly we all thought was a joke, took 3rd at states. Competition cheer, the girls' soccer team, the girls' lacrosse team seem to beat up on everybody. There's no stopping them. Our fine arts department has exploded. Bella Voce performed at the state conference, and if you haven't heard them, they will melt your heart. They are beautiful. The Wind Symphony won a Gold Award after playing in Carnegie Hall. Sold-out performances of the musical became regular, and perhaps topping them all, did you see Beyoncé The Experience? Oh my gosh. Those same 11-year-old kids from the 6th grade grew up and made things happen. Before we got to JF, school spirit wasn't exactly lacking, but it was departmentalized. So the basketball team supported the basketball team, and the winter guard supported the winter guard. But since we've been here, we've started removing the boundaries between school organizations. Did it feel a little forced at first? Absolutely. I remember one particular sign hanging in the Commons our sophomore year that said, "Go Cavalier cheer! Good luck, marching band! Thank you, color gourd!" I'm not gonna lie, that one hurt just a little bit. But we were able to push past that. And by the end of the year, the Hype Platoon was featured on a Twitter page called School Section Goals, naming us one of the best student sections in the nation. And now I'm more proud of the JF and Sabres on my jacket than of the activity listed below it. I had to read this several times before realizing I never mentioned academics. I mean, how incredible is it that we don't have to worry about that so much? We don't even acknowledge a valedictorian because we're all achieving at such a high level as a whole, the specific rankings seem to matter less to us. Yes, when we arrived at JF, we set high standards for ourselves, but now as we leave JF, we are leaving our same standards to those who follow us. This might be the pinnacle of JF's achievements thus far, but I sincerely hope it is the lowest point for the future. There's a reason we call this both a commencement and a graduation ceremony. Graduation signifies an end, yes, but a commencement is a beginning, not only for the remainder of our individual lives, but for the remainder of our legacy that we have left behind. You'll notice in this speech there have been no dictionary definitions, quotes, or graduation slogans from Pinterest. Seeing as we spent the last 18 years being influenced by the world, I think it's time for the world to take something from us. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Good morning. It is an honor to be able to speak to you all today, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do so. I first want to congratulate the graduating class of 2017 for escaping the Jefferson Forest edition of Locked Up Lynchburg in a fairly average time of 4 years. Secondly, I want to thank everyone who has helped me on my own path to this day, as I could not have done it without all of you. And now, I'd like to tell you all a little story. A crow lived in the forest and was incredibly happy. Believe me, I promise this is going somewhere. Hold on. But one day, he saw a swan. This swan is so beautiful, he thought, and I am so plain and nobody wants me around. This swan must be the happiest bird in the world. He expressed his thoughts to the swan, and the swan told him, "I once thought I was the happiest bird in the world, until I saw a parrot who is red and green while I am only white. I now think the parrot is the happiest bird in the world. So the crow approached the parrot, who told the crow, I too thought I was the happiest bird in the world, until I saw a peacock in the zoo, etc., cutting stuff out because it's a long ceremony. And the crow meets the peacock in the zoo and says, you are so beautiful. Every day, hundreds of people come to see you. You must be the happiest bird in the world. And the peacock replied, once I thought I was the happiest bird in the world, until I saw the birds that fly in the sky as you do. And now I think, if only I were a mere crow, I would be the happiest bird in the world. And we all do this to ourselves. We forget to celebrate what we have, who we are, what we can do, and we focus on only what we are missing, what others have, what we believe makes their lives better, more perfect than ours. We want what we don't have, and all of this stems from comparison. And all comparison is known through contrast. We know light because we have been in the dark. We know hot because we have felt the cold. We know good food because we've eaten years of school lunches. And the insidious element of this principle of contrast is that it develops our sense of paucity, of being or having less than. We tend to ask ourselves, why isn't my current situation better? Why am I not better? We are inclined to compare ourselves to those who have more status, more money, more success, more looks, better characteristics, those who are more and better. And the result, as Mark Twain said, is always the same. Comparison is the death of joy. Now, if you choose to think this way, if you choose to consciously seek out comparisons to measure your quality of life, fine, lots of us do. But in our society, one that stresses images of artificial perfection, comparing ourselves or our situations to the greater is done so easily, so subconsciously, that it doesn't have to be a choice. It is our automatic way of thinking, our default setting. But it doesn't have to be. To quote another phrase by Montgomery, you can nearly always enjoy something if you firmly believe that you will. This is to say that our happiness can be synthesized, a product of our belief that we are satisfied with our situation and our experiences. It is the result of the conscious decision to examine life with a different perspective. The mistake that most people make is they seek to obtain happiness. Yet happiness is something that is made, not acquired. More essential than any knowledge that you obtain in the classroom or your scores on any test is the simple understanding that you have the ability to choose. You can choose to tell yourself that life is unfair because you're not the boss of your company, or you can appreciate the job that you do have. You can choose to wish day after day to be a millionaire, being envious of all the good life must hold, or you can think about the home you already have, the life you already live, and the joys you already know. You can be grateful for what is rather than disappointed for what could be. I'm not saying that any of you have to think this way, because it's hard. And if you're anything like me, most days you won't be able to. But if you can be aware enough to remember that you have the power to choose, you will develop that special, sacred sense of gratitude, a sense of immense appreciation. The alternative, operating on the unconscious mindset that I can be better, that this situation could be better, will leave you pissed and miserable every time you think about something. I leave you with this. The world holds what it holds, but you choose how to think. You choose what to think about, so choose wisely. Thank you.
It is my distinct pleasure to introduce our honored guests here today who contribute to the operation of all of Bedford County Public Schools. Please stand and be recognized when your name is called. From our school board, representing District 4, Mr. Gary Hostetler, the chairman. Representing District 5, Mrs. Julie Bennington, vice chairman. Representing District Number 2, Mr. Jason W. Johnson. Representing District 3, Dr. John Hicks, Jr. And from our school board administration, the Chief Operations Officer, Dr. Mac Dewis. My wonderful mother and the Director of Special Services, Mrs. Sarah S. Staten. The Director of Secondary Programs and CTE, Dr. Tony Francis. The Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Randy Hagler. The Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Cherie Whitehurst. And our Superintendent of Bedford County Public Schools, Dr. Douglas R. Shook. Thank you guys for being here today.
One of the best memories I have from my time at this school is hearing Sweet Caroline before every football game, pretending that the band was serenading me, and getting confetti in my hair and in my boots, thanks to John Sagnier's confetti cannon. I would like to go ahead and thank the combined expertise of Dr. Calvert and Officer Hilbish for their spirited t-shirt designs throughout the years, and apologize for all of the unnecessary bottle flipping that defined our senior year. I love bragging about the fact that I have attended JF. I am so proud of this school, the people who go here, and the things we accomplished as a community. We are respected, and there is no greater compliment than that. I'm happy that at JF, it is considered cool to be school-spirited, patriotic, and ambitious. I think a lot of us would agree that becoming a senior was a little strange, with all of us being so used to having role models above us. The older kids were always so fun and so caring, and high school was a little easier when they were there to look up to and look out for us. This year, it has been an honor and a privilege to realize that we are now the role models, and I pray that we are able to leave a positive mark on this school and those students and friends we are leaving behind. From our tireless pursuit of academics in the face of senioritis, to constantly spotting upper crust pizza boxes in the halls, to the hours spent slaving over the senior wall, to the Beyonce Experience by Kendall Mullins, we have bonded and changed together. Throughout these years, we have been fortunate to create amazing connections with friends that will soon be scattered across the country. Though I am saddened by the thought of no longer being able to meet up with them at Monkey Joe's at a moment's notice, I know the times to come hold great things for these future neurosurgeons, lawyers, dentists, speechwriters, engineers, nurses, teachers, and leaders of our generation. Since this is the message to the class, I'd like to attempt to leave an impression on you with some lessons that I have learned so far, as taught by some of the wisest people I know. My granddaddy stresses to always be fair and kind to others. My grandpa repeats the rule of thumb, when in doubt, don't. And my 96-year-old great-grandpa always stays positive and lighthearted no matter the situation. Finally, I encourage you to chase after what convicts you, to search for those passions at the very core of your being. Discover these things, act on them, and you will be fulfilled and enjoy every undertaking. Thank you.
Please help me welcome the administrators who will now award diplomas. Please take your places as your names are called. Mr. Donnie Norman, Assistant Principal. Miss Jean Marine Johnston, Assistant Principal. Mr. Troy Doss, Assistant Principal. And our principal, Dr. Leanne Calvert. Thank you.
I would like to call the audience's attention to the two roses on the stage. The roses are here in honor of two members of the class of 2017 who have passed away, Tyler Arnett and Matthew Farmer. At the request of the family, Matthew Farmer will be given an honorary diploma at another time. Honorary diploma awarded to Tyler Blake Arnett. And that was his mother, Robin Boyles. Would the class of 2017 please start lining up to receive your diplomas? Emmanuel Paul Adamson. Kaylee Mae Allen. Sydney Marie Amy. Rashad Thomas Anthony. Aramis Xavier Aponte. Lindsay Taylor Arthur. Noah James Arthur. Grayson Riley Ashwell. Amir Danae Atkins. Molly Catherine Avison. Trent McBrayer Bailey. Christopher Douglas Belita. Jillian Claire Banziger. Holly Nicole Barber. Benjamin Alexander Barker Prock. Sydney Ann Beam. Jacob Allen Belcher. Kara Nicole Bell. Abigail Marie Bennington. Megan Elizabeth Jesse Blair. Robert Dylan Blue. Allison Grace Bond. Adara Race Rose Bowling. Noah Hampton Booker. Angela Caitlin Bozier. Alexander Thomas Bottoms. Connor Anthony Bradley. John Zachary Braxton. Lauren Ashley Taylor Breeden. Barrett Lee Brown. Nicole Whitney Brown. Chelsea Morgan Bryan. Jamia Bryant. Danielle Elizabeth Burgess. April Ellen Burnley. Jacob Dalton Campbell. Stephen Dallas Cannon. Elisha Marie Kusahe. Eden Michelle Chamberlain. Kyle Tyler Childress. Francesca Fernanda Suentes. Stephen Lynn Claunch. Zachary Dale Coates. Ashley Jane Coleman. Chase Montgomery Coleman. Kelly Lynn Cope. Jackson Scott Coral. Shayna Victoria Ann Creasy. Matthew Walker Christ. Olivia Grace Croucher. Andre Kobe Cupid. Jessica Chabon. Alexander Mark Davies. Lowell Terrell Davis. Tamara Saritha Marie Davis. Caleb Landon Dawson. Ryan Lewis Deasy. Austin Blake Decker. Nicholas Alexander Del Rio. Joseph Quinn Dillard. Nicholas Noah Lee Diesenhouse. Jeffrey Kyle Dodgian. Ethan Matthew Donahue. Seth Isaac Dooley. Parker Dylan Downey. Sarah Elizabeth Drinkard. Hunter Ryan Epperson. Shane Thomas Evans. Kaylin Marie Fangele. Landon Blake Foster. Olivia Channing Fox. Timothy Allen Franklin, Jr. Jacob Ryan French. Bailey Madison Gardner. John Robert Gardner. Megan Marie Gilbert. Allison Caitlin Gilmore. Matthew Bryce Giordano. Emerson Ryan Glover. Cameron Pete Goodall. Alexandria Corinne Green. Hunter Lee Green. Brandon Jonathan Haig. Courtney DeMont Harris II. Ian Connor Harris. Ann Claire Heckman. Andrew Edward Henschel. Allison Paige Hensley. Parker Douglas Hicks. Hattie Michelle Hippolito Palacios. Andrew Lee Holloway III. Serena Grace Holt. Allison Grace Horton. Samantha Lauren Hauk. Bjornar Hovland. Delaney Cheyenne Hubbard. Trevor Lloyd Hyde. Cassidy Dawn Eisenhower. Tanner Ray Jackson. Nathan Thomas Jamerson. Danielle Lorraine Jenkins. Samantha Lee Jenkins. Skylar Renee Jenkins. Grace Helen Jennings. Elisha Keith Johnson. Sarah Monet Johnson. Zachary Carlisle Johnson. Lacey Diane Jones. Sarah Dawn Jones. Blake Allen Justice. Jisuk Kang. Eric Michael Kelly. Riley Scott Kennedy. Rachel Ann Kessler. Tori Nicole Kessler. Jinyong Kim. Juliana Faith King. Kristen Elizabeth May Knoll. Vanessa Grace Kuhn. Jared Sullivan Lakey. Caitlin Louise Marie Lockland. Benjamin Cooper Lawrence. Noah Matthew Leach. Lindsay Sue Ledbetter. Alex James Lemon. Evelyn Eurydice Leva Flores. Kiefer Joshua Lindauer. Jamie Nicole Littles. Shakaya Monet Lowry. Jordan Brandel Lyon. Kylie Marie McDonald. Jessica Lane Mardian. Matthew Tyler Marsh. Morgan Bradley Marshall. Damaris Delai Martinez Martinez. Shannon Rose Massey. Kaylee Lane Mason. Noah Riley Mayfield. Matthew James Maynard. Gavin Donald Mays. Jasmine Rain Mays. Megan Taylor Mays. Gabrielle Nicole McCabe. Alexis Nazareth Medina Castaneda. Taylor Anthony Mejia. Sienna Grace Mealy. Austin Thomas Merkel. Remington Taylor Dawson Miller. Garrett Cole Mitchell. Taylor Ray Mitchell. Bradley Vestal Moore. Penelope Elizabeth Darden Moore. Allison Grace Moreau. Cayman Gray Morris. Jesse Allen Morrison. Kendall Austin Mullins. Nicholas James Muncie. Caitlin Ann Murphy. Christopher James Merle. Maria Caroline Nash. Andrew Timothy Knoll. Taylor Marie O'Brien. Kathleen Leah O'Neill. Travis Christopher Oliver. Catherine Paige Owen. Neil Jignesh Parikh. Robert Andrew Parker. Bradley Dennis Parker Pond. Matthew Ryan Paul. Barry Thomas Peed, Jr. Noah Christian Peltier. Zachary Nicholas Peters. Josiah John Peterson. Zachary Edward Peterson. Sydney Nicole Phelps. Tucker Phillips. Jackson Samuel Powell. Rena Murray Pribble. Christopher Allen Ragland. William Joseph Ragland. Delaney Schuyler Ratliff. Megan Lee Ray. Jacob Nathaniel Reed. Matthew Allen Releva. Travis Carlton Rexroad. Zachary Brian Reynolds. Megan Lynn Rice. Kathleen Margaret Richardson. Trevor Wilson Rickert. Tyler Austin Robertson. Colin Jean Robinson. Ruben Rodriguez Gonzalez. Carly Simone Roulier. Natalia Ellis Rubilar. Carmen Aaliyah Rucker. Noah Andrew Rudelis. Cole Mackenzie Sablack. Sierra Lynn Sandage. John Pierre Saunier. Shaquan Dante Scott. Tyler Gavin Scott. Farah Renee Scruggs. Emily Ann Selmer. Natalie Ann Sirio. Andrew David Shanton. Logan Mitchell Shorter. Malcolm Mucias Silva. James Matthew Smith, Jr. Sarah Elizabeth Snowman. Wesley Joseph Spangenberg. Christopher William Spano. Brittany Dawn Staten. Landon Hugh Swain. Allison Renee Tabor. Mary Victoria Thompson. Chastity Dawn Tincher. Blake Allen Tolbert. Aaron Lee Toney. Connor Allen Tribbett. Deborah Derje Segay. Caitlin Elizabeth Tyree. Christian K. Wallace. Nathaniel James Weekly. Andrew Gideon Wheeler. Elizabeth Lauren Whalen. Autumn Ray White. Danielle Nicole Whitted. Cody Jordan Witten. Mason Marcus Williams. Chad Michael Wilson. Mark Gerard Wilson. Nathan Lee Wirt. Nathan Daniel Wood. Jordan Elizabeth Worley. Sydney Ray Worley. Brent Thomas Wright. Donovan Matthew Wright. Bailey Elizabeth Yeager. And now our high honor graduates and the schools they will attend this fall. Nadia Absha, Virginia Commonwealth University. Dohan An, University of Texas at Dallas. Ivy Pell Obapa Amankwa Asari, Lynchburg College. Joseph Michael Barker, Virginia Tech. Madeline Frances Brannon, Elon University. Morgan Elizabeth Camper, Virginia Tech. Cambry Shay Chandler, Temple University. Courtney Nicole Sislo, Virginia Commonwealth University. Austin James Danvers Clay, University of South Carolina. Andrew Franklin Craig, Central Virginia Community College. Scott Michael Daly, Virginia Tech. Jamie Lee Davenport, Virginia Tech. Scott Derrickson, Liberty University. Anna Lee Drumheller, University of Virginia. Emma Catherine Edwards, James Madison University. Nikki Annalise Farrago, Virginia Commonwealth University. Jennifer Helene Floyd, University of Virginia. Annika Grace Fausmeyer, James Madison University. Julia Elaine Greer, Tufts University. Madison Lee Hanson, Shenandoah University. Abigail Elizabeth Hayes, Liberty University. Emma Louise Hayes, Liberty University. Nathan Alexander Hobbs, James Madison University. Mason Marie Howard, University of South Carolina. Parker Stephen Howard, University of South Carolina. Elizabeth Marie Hunter, James Madison University. Carter Elizabeth Jenkins, Elon University. Ashley Marie Jennings, University of Virginia. Amelia Darrell Jones, Virginia Tech. Alexis Brianna Klon, James Madison University. Madeline Elizabeth Knight, James Madison University. Camden Reed Levinson, George Mason University. Claire Maureen Long, University of Virginia. Daniel Gray Love, Liberty University. Nicholas Jonathan James McFadden, George Mason University. Carrie Elizabeth McGoy, Virginia Tech. Brandy Jo Mitchell, Texas State University. Lauren Kimberly Moisa, Central Virginia Community College. Jordan Elizabeth Moon, Virginia Tech. Taylor Nicole Moore, Virginia Tech. Kevin Tyler Morris, James Madison University. Kaylee Owen Mull, Florida Southern College. Caleb Wayne Mueller, Liberty University. Karishma Nair, Virginia Tech. Sarah Marie Noggle, Virginia Tech. Joseph Michael Palazzi, Virginia Tech. Harel Patel, Virginia Commonwealth University. Clara Rose Purse, James Madison University. Cassandra Joan Pelletier, Liberty University. Noah Benjamin Potts, Lynchburg College. Sarah Grace Price, Virginia Tech. Noah James Rimpfer, University of Virginia. Harrison Hayes Rice, Liberty University. Nicholas Paul Rumrill, Liberty University. Jack Hoy Schimler, High Point University. Mackenzie Page Short, James Madison University. Haley Madison Singleton, Brigham Young University. Stephanie Louise Smith, George Mason University. Delaney Nicole Sweet Sneed, Virginia Tech. Reagan Lindsay Sneed, Virginia Tech. Austin Jeffrey Staten, University of South Carolina. Carolyn Rose Stewart, James Madison University. Savannah Joy Walters, Meredith College. Miranda Page Ward, Virginia Wesleyan University. Audrey Camden Warner, North Carolina State University. Audrey Carlene Webb, University of Alabama. Richard Morgan Whitfield III, Virginia Tech. Zachary Lane Wiley, Virginia Military Institute. Jeffrey Emery Willoughby Jr., University of Virginia. And your senior class president, Caroline Taylor Mays, James Madison University.
Would the class of 2017 please rise? By the power vested in me by the Virginia Department of Education and the Bedford County School Board, I now pronounce you graduates of Jefferson Forest. You may turn your tassels.